Hey everyone, this is my last video with my biggest takeaway. I finished my comp with Professor Becking earlier, and it feels great. It really does. So now it's time for my biggest challenge that I face in my current role or in my future role. So for me personally, I think the biggest challenge that I face is um, proving what I'm capable of to my colleagues. I've talked about this in some of my reflections and things. Just that some of I asked a lot of questions in the beginning, and I still do. So sometimes I feel like that brings my peers and colleagues that I don't know exactly what I'm talking about, and that's not always the case. Sometimes I just want further understanding to learn more. So I think that the standard that I tied to this was for the ISTE standards for educators, and I chose three: the empowering leader, and I also chose B. So build the confidence and competency of educators to put the IST standards for students and educators into practice. So for me, this means that I'm going to work on building the confidence and not only myself but also my peers, that we want to know what we're talking about and we want to give off that level of competence and completion to our clients. So looking forward, I want to make sure that I know what I'm talking about and that I am portraying that when I'm speaking with my clients. Because a lot of times they're going to believe me whether or not I'm right or wrong if I am portraying the information correctly. So I think that that's important, and that it was honestly that's my biggest challenge that I deal with on a day-to-day basis, and I deal with a lot of different situations that sometimes it's hard to stop and like I do know what I'm talking about when it comes to that. So communicating that with my team, I feel like is also very, very important. So then the second part of this, so I think that offering a solution on this is for me is we actually just implemented this within our team is we do shout outs. So they're Microsoft, we have like a PA tool that we use, and so we have shout outs where we congratulate our team members for doing something good instead of like a almost like a pat on the shoulder but via technology, because we are still working hybrid. Some of us are in office and some of us are at home. So like I work in the office 3 days a week, I'm home 2 days of the week. So this is still a way to keep all of us communicating like, hey, so and so did great today. Way to go. So I think that this is going to be a solution to that problem and to communicate and reassure our members that like your day-to-day job is not going unnoticed and it is important. So I think that that is great. My audience that I have is would be my I don't have students or teachers, so my audience that I would be my coworkers, and I think that's important. And my not only my coworkers, but also my leaders that are above me. I think that this is my time now that especially that I've completed this, I have more confidence to show that I know to present myself and to really dig further into my career and prove that I want to move up and how things go. So I think that that would be my biggest challenge and takeaway with all of this. And I've really enjoyed my class and all of these things done, but I do have to say I'm happy to be done. And it is nice to have this feeling of accomplishment, and I hope everyone else feels the same. Good luck in all your endeavors.